When Ethan Cole reported his wife missing, he sounded like a concerned husband, but investigators would later realize something disturbing. Every warning sign had been there from the beginning, and he chose to ignore all of them. Ethan Cole lived in a quiet suburb just outside Columbus, Ohio. He was 34, worked in IT, kept to himself. His life was simple, predictable, safe, until he met Melissa, and everything started moving too fast. They met on a dating app. Within weeks, she told him she loved him. She shared personal stories, talked about starting over with him. It felt intense, but also flattering. Melissa had a way of making Ethan feel chosen, like he was the only one who truly understood her. But there were small things that didn't quite add up. Her stories changed, details were missing. Sometimes she would disappear for hours, even days, then come back emotional, apologetic. His friends noticed something about her wasn't right, but Ethan ignored it. He told himself she had just been through a lot. That was the decision. They got married within months, and instead of things settling, they became harder to explain. Melissa avoided his family, refused to talk about her past. She always had her phone locked, sometimes more than one phone. Late-night calls, conversations she would take outside. Every time Ethan tried to ask, she turned it back on him. "Why don't you trust me? You're overthinking everything." And somehow he always ended up apologizing. Over time, Ethan changed. He stopped asking questions, stopped pushing, stopped trusting his instincts, because it was easier than facing what might be true. One evening, Ethan came home earlier than usual. Melissa wasn't there. At first, that wasn't strange, but something felt off. The house was too quiet. Her car was gone, her purse was gone, but so were things that didn't make sense. Her passport, her laptop, and yet most of her clothes were still in the closet. It didn't feel like she left suddenly. It felt planned. Ethan reported her missing the next morning. At first, it looked like a normal case, but as investigators dug deeper, the story started to fall apart. Melissa had no real footprint, no verified job, no real past address. Even her identity didn't fully check out. It was like she had built a life just for him. Then came the financial records. Money had been transferred, credit cards opened in Ethan's name, loans taken without his knowledge. Melissa hadn't just disappeared, she had been preparing to leave. Authorities later believed she left the country using a different identity. She was never found. Ethan was left behind with debt, questions, and one truth he couldn't escape. Every red flag had been there from the very beginning. Not every warning sign is loud. Some are quiet, easy to explain away, easy to ignore. But the real danger isn't what we fail to see, it's what we choose not to question.